Sometimes I'll sleep in braids just to give myself a nice beachy wave. Totally. I mean, I have a wave anyway, but
we love
good.
A wave.
Oh, we love a wave. And we love West Beverly.
We love the waves are higher at West Beverly.
They are higher. They are stronger. You guys, what's up? It's Justine Marino, Daniel Webb,
Hi.
Glitter and Garbage, into the Spellingverse. We're here with another hot episode for you guys.
One.
This one, we've got two. I mean, this is the episode 7, Perfect Mom, but we've got 2. This is a big Cindy week.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what my first thought.
Yeah, which you love. You love Cindy.
I'm a big Carol Potter fan, and she she and Brenda, I noticed their characters ebb and flow more so than like Jim and Brandon.
Yes.
They seem really solid. But I really thought they were letting Carol show her acting chops, and both of them.
Yes.
But this one was one of my favorites. This was such an after-school special.
Oh, it was so good, you guys. We're getting into Kelly and her trauma, some of her many traumas. I don't know if you know, because you didn't watch past like season 4?
Yeah, no, I don't. I dip out.
She goes through a lot. Kelly, like, I think she's like addicted to drugs. She has an eating disorder. She's in a house fire. Yeah, like it's like she goes through the ringer. And
season 4 must sound really rough.
Yeah.
The thing I loved about this was her mom. I remembered that actress. Like, Jackie makes a mark.
Jackie does make a mark. So I'm so happy we are meeting Jackie. Now, we're meeting this Jackie for the first time because in the other episode where we met Kelly's mom, remember she comes in when Kelly's on the phone in the morning and she's like, Bob's sleeping. And we can just tell right away, Bob is a dick, you know?
But so honestly, I thought, so we meet Jackie when she's day drinking with her friend Nina.
Yes, we meet the newly cast Jackie. That's the thing, the erasure of all the original parents casting on this show.
One by one.
They're just like, I mean, we've got Donna's mom gets replaced, Kelly's mom gets replaced, Dylan's dad gets replaced twice. Jim, as we know, was a different actor in the pilot. They fubbed it. Andrea's grandmother gets replaced because she's like the same age as Andrea. And I'm not joking. We're going to get to that probably in a few episodes. And I just cannot wait for everyone to see and hear.
Well, this was a very Andrea episode as well.
Yes.
This one had the hokiest stuff. Like, everything was corny. Every scene, I was like, this is an after school special. This is like... for early teens.
Oh, absolutely. And just so you guys know, we're talking about 90210 episode 7 from season 1. It's called Perfect Mom. It's a mom episode, okay? So let's just get into it.
Yeah.
There's a mother-daughter fashion show happening this one.
The 15th annual or something?
The 15th annual. It's for charity. I don't know whose charity. I don't know what charity is like. I'd love to see high schoolers and their moms.
Together. In Beverly Hills of all places.
Yeah, where there must not be professional models or anything.
No, but moms and daughters famously get along in teenage high school years.
Oh, it's the best. You just love your mom the most. You'd never headbutt them, ever.
But there was never a moment. It's later established that Jackie is in charge of the thing, but I didn't notice that until like halfway through.
Right. Well, I think the writers probably figured it out halfway through.
They were figuring out as they were writing the script.
They were writing on the fly.
Like, I think on shoot day, they're like, oh shit, we need a mom for Donna.
Yeah.
So they just picked one random lady.
Well, and what I love is they changed her name too.
What do you mean?
So Donna's mom ends up being Felice. I believe her name is Nancy in this one. And she's a brunette. Which, by the way, I do think it's interesting. They make all the moms end up looking alike. So Jackie, Felice, and then Steve's mom, they're all like blonde, short hair. It's like they're like every mom in Beverly Hills looks like this.
It's that power cut, that's kind of spiky, over-moosed, over-gelled.
Yes.
Speaking of over-moosed.
Oh, no, it looks great. It looks great.
But she was an early, they bring her back several times. Like, Kelly's mom, I think, is the mom we see the most out of all the friends.
I think so, other than Carol Potter, obviously. Yes.
Oh, I mean, outside of the Walsh family.
Outside of Cindy, who's a star in her own right.
Nobody tops Carol.
No one.
Not even Jim. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will. We'll get to that in the next episode.
But there's a mother-daughter. Well, first it just starts with you meet Kelly's mom, and she's so cool.
She's so cool. Brenda is obsessed. Brenda's like, oh my God, which, by the way, did you have a friend's mom like this? Because I definitely did.
Totally.
She had us over. She would buy us kegs.
Mm-hmm. We would drink at the
Yes, we would drink at the house.
Sorry,
She was
Mom.
like, rather do it in the house.
Yeah, same. That was precisely her
Yes.
wordage.
I remember the first time I went over to my friend's house, her mom had like a gin and tonic waiting for me. Like,
oh my God.
Elevated
She
drinks.
prepared it?
She prepared a gin and tonic for me.
There were two friends that had moms like this, but the one that was maybe the more clueless, and that's why we got away with it, was we sneaked out for lunch, right? If you were a senior, you could leave.
Yeah.
And this was the best thing ever. We were taking vodka shots, which is so crazy. And this was not me normally. This was like once in a lifetime sort of thing.
Me normally.
Oh, really?
In high school, yeah.
We did a little bit, but this was pretty
Yeah.
outrageous. Is
Yeah.
that we left school, it was noon, and I had the shot glass to my mouth when her mom walked in the front door, which was so unusual, right? None of this was normal. And my friend who was over here and hidden, he had his shot glass. He was ready to take it. He's now a PhD. He put his shot glass in his pocket, like didn't drink it, just put it in and like waddled out the back door and didn't get caught. And I got busted. But she was like, do you have a problem? I was like, no, I don't. She's like, okay, well, this will just be between us.
Oh, good. Good for her.
Yeah, she knows the value of a secret.
Oh, meanwhile, my friend's mom was like, here, have a problem with me.
Was it like a gin martini, a vodka dirty?
It was
straight,
just gin and tonic, like in a nice, cute glass with a straw.
Wow, she had your number.
She had my number. She got it. I was
Was
like,
that your first gin and tonic ever?
Probably. Yeah, I don't think I had a gin and tonic. And then after that, I was like, I love gin. Like a high schooler loving gin.
Right.
But yeah, her mom, that was when I was a junior. I was a little bit crazy and I hung out with my senior friend. I hung out with all seniors because all my friends were like, Justine, you have to DD one night. And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, right. I have lacrosse in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be hungover and hammered.
Okay, so Brandon is in the newsroom with Andrea. Working, as always. Andrea is like, I want someone to cover the mom-daughter fashion show. And Brandon's like, it should be you. And she's like, Brandon, I can't bring my mom to this, blah, blah, blah. And Brandon's like, why don't you go with my mom and Brenda?
Weird move.
Weird move, right?
But there's a lot of layers just in that first.
Yes.
Andrea is hard, full of judgment.
Oh, yeah.
On the idea of a fashion show.
Yeah.
But I think she's resentful because her mom can't participate.
Of course.
Because she's out of district.
Yes.
But can we talk about the teacher for 1 second?
Yes.
Who is the slutty editor,
the
newspaper
curly-haired teacher?
We've seen her before, but she's around more.
She's around all the time. She's in both episodes 7 and 8.
Yes.
I could not tell you her name if you put a gun to my head.
Her body language is very sexual.
It's so
she's
sexy.
too formal. And I love her outfit. She always has that tight waist and skirt.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, she's the one who always levels Andrea and brings her back down to you are just a student.
Yeah. She's like, you're not a young professional.
No.
Yeah.
Even though Andrea does say, can I speak to you in my office?
Oh, she says, can I speak to you in my office? I wrote that down and then just takes him into the hallway. Which
is that how delusional she is?
I guess so.
All the world is her office?
All the world's an office.
Is her office?
So anyway, here they are in her office.
Yes, right there.
Which, Brandon, by the way, I do want to say, he tells her to let her hair down and kind of shits on her clothes, which I'm like, what is this t-shirt you're wearing, Brandon?
He fucks with her, and he messes with her.
No, you can swear.
He flirts with her. He really does. He flirts with her.
Mm-hmm.
He blurs the boundary, and in this scene in particular, he has his arm up on the wall, and he touches her blouse, which I think is inappropriate.
Yeah.
He pulls at her clothes and things like that. So I understand why she is maybe sexually frustrated or romantically frustrated because he gives her an inch.
Yes, he
all
does.
the time. And this scene in particular.
I feel like he's one of those guys that he's maybe a little bit of a narcissist and he enjoys.
A little bit.
Excuse me. I've been in LA too long. He's a major narcissist. And he feeds off of Andrea's. He wants Andrea to like him and worship him, but he doesn't want to actually do anything.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Also, David's wearing a vest. And David is filming Kelly, right? He's like, we are seeing through the eyes of West Beverly via the lens of David's camera.
And it's never explained where he got the camera, what this is for. He says the video yearbook, which was a thing in the 90s, because I feel like with Andrea she has the authority of like the editorial room.
Sure.
So he has to come in with the moral authority.
Yeah.
And so that's his love language.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the only thing that he can like communicate
Right.
his actual feelings through is
Right.
through a moral authority.
That's so accurate.
And I feel like that like reads to Andrea as responsible.
Yes,
And then
yes.
she is horny for responsibility.
So horny for responsibility. Like if you have a job and a moral compass, her panties are dropping.
Or just a deadline.
Just a deadline.
Just a deadline and a word count.
Also, I love David's like, oh, Kelly, she's perfect. She's the best girl in school. And Kelly's just in the hall giving clothes away for the
Yes.
fashion show.
On camera.
On camera.
But she admits to Brenda that she saved the best for them.
Oh, yes, she does. She's like, we're best friends.
This was some of my favorite acting by Donna is the camcorder
Oh,
view.
yes.
Because it's extra acting.
Oh, it's so good.
Not only do you have to look like you're a natural, but you have to look like you're a natural on a you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a BTS.
Yes, it is.
And she really nailed it.
Oh, there it is, right there.
See, look at her. Oh, with the
Look at that. And
look at jealous Brenda.
I know Brenda's like, ugh.
Hungry for
with
it?
her hat.
So
with her weird brown hat.
But him having a camcorder, which is the size of a refrigerator.
Yes, it's literally a video camera. I think it's one of those ones that you actually put the VHS tape into it.
Yes, children, you might not remember this, but sometimes on a video camera, there was a tape the size, like an actual tape that you'd put in the VCR.
Yeah.
That you'd put in the camera.
In the camera.
But who is he working for getting all this footage?
I don't know. He's just making it up. It feels like a hobby that they were like, let's make this like an official activity for him.
But as someone who's learning this, you can't just take people's like image and
Yes.
use it. And why does no one notice that he's video? This is pre-social media.
It's very strange. Yeah, this would stick out like a sore thumb.
If someone had a camera at all,
Yeah.
people would be like, "What? Is there a movie being
Yes,
filmed?"
absolutely. Is there a movie being? Are we on set right now?
Not at West Beverly. Old news.
So then we get to the pool scene with Kelly's mom, right? And she's been recast, which I did which I'm like, that's the first thing I noticed is we have the real Jackie.
Yes.
She's day drinking. She's cool. Brenda is obsessed. She's like, why can't my mom be like your mom? And Kelly's like, you could tell there's something festering underneath.
And
There's more to the story.
It's not the pitcher full of vodka at 3 p.m. by the poolside. It's not that.
I love it. And according to a very lazy Google search, Jackie, which by the way, she's I think a priest. The actress retired and became, I think, an Episcopal priest.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but
she looks like one of those like gender fluid Episcopal. You know, is Episcopal? Are they the ones that are queer friendly? I think they let like
so.
have gay pastors.
Yeah, I think so.
She looks like a big lesbo.
Totally.
That's what I meant.
And I think she's probably about 30 something. What I found, they didn't have an exact birthday. They said she was probably around 67 now, so that would put her at about 33 in this.
Oh, she
episode.
looks
right.
40
So I'm like, something's happening here.
It's because they styled her old, that spiky hair and
The hair.
things. Yeah,
It ages her.
But honestly, the transition from cool mom by the pool to the next day is LOL.
So good.
I'm gonna be her for Halloween next year.
Please do.
I'm gonna be Jackie the next day.
But I love Jackie the next day. But also I love that she's like, she's going on a date with this guy Dawn tonight.
Yeah,
right?
mysterious, not Bob.
Not Bob.
Now it's Dawn.
Bob's out with the other actress.
She can't come unless your name is one syllable.
Yes, exactly.
No.
But exactly.
Yeah, she's never gonna get hard.
Dawn, Bob.
Right?
So then what I find so hilarious is that Jackie's like, I'm going out with Dawn. I'm not looking for sex. I'm just looking for companionship. I just love that she's like, she's over 30. We're taking her out to pasture. You know, she's not interested in sex anymore.
But what is this new high of life that she's experiencing, right? She's like, things are finally working out.
Yeah.
I've got everything. And she's just, is it just the relationship that she's excited? Or
Maybe.
Like, is it her sobriety?
No, I don't think it's the sobriety because she's fucking drinking, you
With
know?
Nina.
What was that? With Nina.
Her friend Nina, who
Nina,
I think
the friend.
Is Nina not the actress who used to play her mom?
It might
That's
be.
what I thought.
That'd be so
I was like, we still want
cold.
you, but in a smaller vision.
role. Yeah, we weren't really buying you as being mad about the phone call.
But she's super happy, like, to meet Brenda. Brenda's so hot, y'all must be dangerous together.
Oh,
like, she
yes.
is cool. She's checking all the boxes
she
for cool
is
mom.
cool. Like I'm under the spell of Jackie Taylor.
Yeah,
you know,
it's the spiky bangs.
Yeah, oh, it is the spiky bangs. God, what a fucking bitch haircut she has. I love it.
Well, they had to make her look 40.
Oh no, they did. They were like, how can we make her look
more
as
gel, more mousse, more bangs.
Mousse, gel bangs.
I sort of have Jackie's haircut. Now that I think about it, if I did just a little down in front. Okay, we've
got to do Jackie hair.
Next episode, I'll have Jackie hair.
I love it. Please do. Okay. Then for some reason Kelly goes to the Walshes for dinner, right?
Yeah, because she can't be home with her mom. Her mom's hammered.
Oh, right, and her mom's out at dinner with Dawn or whatever. But Cindy is just shocked that Kelly's mom doesn't cook. She's like, oh my God, she really doesn't cook. Like so much mom shaming happening from Cindy.
And the learning curve of like Brenda and Carol Potter adjusting to Beverly Hills lifestyle, especially with Brenda being like, Mom, they don't do that here. Like Kelly's having popcorn for dinner.
Yeah.
Like all those moves. Like I can't believe her mom doesn't cook. It's like, get used to it.
Yeah.
It's the 7th episode. It's been 2 months.
Yeah, it's been no one cooks. Everyone has a maid.
Well, we'll get to Carol Potter's maid.
Exactly.
She's in and out of help.
She is.
But
Anna's in and out.
But they really make her, like, she's extra domestic in, like, I think all of Carol Potter's scenes are in the kitchen.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, my God. That's so
like,
true.
a lot of them are, she's always got an apron.
She's very, like, trad wife a little bit,
yes.
you know? She's, like, the original trad wife.
Well, we didn't talk about it last episode, but they made her wear that, like, unflattering denim skirt.
Well, we're going to get to some more unflattering looks.
I mean, okay, yeah. They called it a fashion show. I just called it a show.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't fashion about it.
No, it wasn't.
L'ami.
But I also love the B story in this, which is that Jim got a Casio keyboard, and this storyline serves no purpose.
Zero.
It's just him like putzing around in the living room.
But they only gave it like two
beats.
Yeah, I by the time he has it and it's an issue, an irritant.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a keyboard story that I didn't notice.
No, they say it twice. They touch on it. I feel like it wasn't fully developed in the writers' room.
Well, they had to give him a reason to be there, but
yes, they did.
They really did. It's like, where do we put Jim? And he's just eating dinner in between them. But I love that it's the night that Kelly and Andrea are both at the house for dinner.
Oh, yes, because Brandon's bringing... And there is a little bit of Mean Girl energy when Cindy's like, oh, Brandon's bringing a guest as well. And they're like, who? And they're like, Cindy's like, Andrea Zuckerman. And they're like, ew, Andrea?
Yeah, she lives in the valley.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the mom clock them on that? She's so much into the, like, be nice to people.
Yeah, she's like, I'm a nice Midwestern, like, I've got values and all that, but she's just going to let them Mean Girl fucking Andrea?
So
Very rude.
This is also one of the times when I think that Carol Potter and Jason Priestley's hair starts to look the same.
Oh.
They have the same kind of wave and, like, strong when you go back. I don't know what you call that, but, like, I feel like they start to mirror each other.
Oh, totally. I did want to, because the music change in the next episode was quite interesting.
What do you mean?
The music, did you notice the music when we're pulling up to Kelly's house after Jackie's date with Dawn next day?
I was watching on not the network.
Okay, so this is music. It's like, it's not like a popular song. It's like almost horror sounding music.
Oh.
Give it a listen, guys. Concerned. Something's wrong.
Wait, which scene was this?
Doesn't it sound horror?
It's Unsolved Mysteries.
It is.
That is the theme song. Dun, 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 dun.
So that's when she comes home from her date with Dawn and she's all fucking hungover. And then I wanted to compare that side by side with this.
That's in the daylight?
That's in the daylight. This is with the Walsh. This is when we go back to the Walsh residence. This is the music.
That's so much. Wait, first of all, you have to understand the first music you played, that is happening in broad daylight.
Yes,
right?
it is.
That's when the mom comes roaring home on her.
It's just, we know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? There's a dark secret that Kelly has been harboring.
My favorite thing is the visual cues that they let us know that Jackie's been on a bender. Jackie had a rough night. Oh. Because she has the raccoon eyes are this big. I'm like, is she a coal miner?
She is a coal miner. And then she just comes in and she's like, Kelly, cancel everything. I'm hungover. Dawn broke up with me.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and it's an old glove too. It's like clearly they've been through this before where Kelly has to Kelly, cancel my this.
Yes.
Book me this. I can't even speak to her right now.
Yes. And Kelly's like, Mom, have you been drinking again? I thought you were stopping.
Yeah. But what my favorite part is that she has one earring on and it's this long. And that's the wardrobe department letting us know that she's missing the other earring. They're like, they have to make it so fucking big so you notice it's
Comically
asymmetrical.
big.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I
they
love
really made her look a mess the next day, which is that is my second.
Oh,
yeah,
me
Jackie
too.
the next day.
Jackie the next day is iconic. Also, I think this is where she discovers Kelly has dumped out her vodka, and Jackie is not happy about it.
What honestly, next to the vest count, we need a vodka bottle
We
count
do.
because Jackie's bedroom. We really need to talk about.
We'll get to it. I pulled
Okay,
pictures
okay,
for
yes.
later for the end. Yes.
Because every shot they do in the house, there's like a vodka bottle in the background.
Oh my God.
They really try to show you that she has a problem. So when Kelly's like, she's like, "Did you knock this one out?" I'm like, "There's 4 more in the shot.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
just go get
yeah,
another
exactly.
bottle, Jackie.
You're an alcoholic. You have
Calm
stashes.
down. You have resources."
So then we're back at school. Andrea's wearing a vest and brushing her hair, you know?
yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, I used to not think girls who brushed hair were dumb, but now I realize it's a necessity."
And unhygienic.
Oh, and unhygienic.
She always has to have logic to her judginess.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
unhygienic. Bitch, shut up. It's unhygienic to have a rat's nest in
But
your
is
hair. Sorry, I felt attacked by that.
But is she brushing her hair because of the upcoming pageant?
I think so, because fucking Brandon made her feel all self-conscious playing these mind games with her.
There was this girl who would, I loved it. I was hypnotized by it. She would get ready for school. She'd get ready for the day in class. Like with the first period, every day she'd start like, she wasn't paying attention. The teacher's talking, and the whole time she's putting makeup on. She got her hair. And my favorite thing is every day she had chapstick, and that was her final move. And every day she'd put it on, and she'd get stuck. She'd get like distracted by something. Every day I would wait for her, I'd be like, here she goes. And she'd just do this forever till the teacher would say something and be like, huh. Every day. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, but I was like, Andrea reminded me of that girl would brush her hair.
Yeah.
And she would leave.
Yes. Oh,
That's
the
so
hair.
cool. Was that you?
Yeah. No, that wasn't me. I wouldn't brush my hair at school. You brush your hair at home. Like, you don't need to brush your hair at
school, yeah.
Girl, like, split
Well,
the difference.
Clearly, Andrea's new at beauty.
She is new at beauty. I love her makeover, by the way.
I did too.
So now we're at the evening, and this is where Kelly is over for dinner, and we're having the big dinner with Andrea. Kelly is giving cooking notes to Cindy. She's like, you should try using fresh oregano. Bitch, you eat popcorn for dinner, okay? Shut the fuck up, all right? This is like Kelly. It's like she'll be really cute and charming, and then she'll say something so bratty.
Yeah, my favorite is the Carol Potter diffuses her brattiness when she's like, I think it's time for you girls to set the table.
Yes.
Like she has like a real mom way of dismissing the
Yes.
the C word in the
No,
room.
she does.
Because she gives a read about her olive oil too.
Oh, yes,
is
she
this
does.
like fresh pressed or
Yeah,
something?
fresh pressed. And she's just like, okay, Kelly.
Well, since when is Kelly culinary?
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
Kelly, we know she doesn't cook.
I forget. This is one of the episodes though where I noticed how much Jenny Garth acts with her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Shows a lot of like. There's like a pursed
Oh, the purse. Yeah.
that, and then the under the bottom jaw.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that like underbite pursed jaw.
Yeah.
thing.
A lot of mouth acting in this show.
So I
in
noticed
general.
that, which is a hallmark of her career.
Oh, absolutely.
Come
Okay, so Brandon asks Cindy,
They are twins.
They
It's
are.
easy to get them
It is
confused.
easy.
They are
and
actually
they're in
twins.
love. They have such sexual chemistry.
And this episode specifically, like
It's crazy. But Brandon, for some reason, thinks it's a good idea to ask Cindy in front of everyone.
the worst execution ever in front of everyone.
Like, Mom, can Andrea go to the mother-daughter fashion show with you? And Cindy is immediately quite upset because she has not been even invited herself to the mother-daughter fashion show.
And this I'm going to pin the writers on because I'm like, why didn't you guys let us know that this was boiling? Like, they didn't set it up like, my mom's doing it. Brenda, is your mom doing
Yeah.
it? Like,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
mom's
yeah,
not that cool.
yeah.
Like, I didn't get it. And
Yeah.
so I also felt like the bomb was dropped on me at the table. I was like, wait, there's a pageant? Brenda, you didn't even tell me about this. But I, like, unless your mom is a cocaine addict, what high schooler wants to be around their mom?
Totally.
Unless your mom's pulling out a vial of blow. No one wants to, yeah.
Totally.
So why is Carol shell-shocked?
I don't know.
Why
I
is
mean,
she shell-shocked?
I think she has no friends. She's still adjusting to this new Beverly Hills lifestyle. She feels neglected by her husband. She only has Anna, who doesn't speak English, to talk to.
Correct.
I think she's eager for any sort of social connection. But then Brenda goes in the kitchen and is like, Mom, I'm so sorry, because Cindy excuses herself. She's quite upset.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she finds out that Jackie is the chairperson.
Yeah.
And that adds insult to injury because Brenda has been talking up Jackie this whole time. Oh, that's the other thing. She's been talking about how cool Jackie is. Oh, Jackie buys Kelly all these clothes and she has such great style.
Brenda starts a fight with her mom in the kitchen about it. And her mom's like, why are you starting a fight with me about this? And then Brenda starts a fight about starting a fight. She's like, Mom, you just don't understand. It's like, you're really blindsiding Carol with all of these emotions of jealousy. Meanwhile, her mom literally is always cooking. That's the number one thing. I'm like, what does she say? Take a muffin.
Oh, yeah.
On the way out the door.
Always. She's always.
And
Carol,
what does Brenda say? No.
No.
Like, Brenda's mean to her mom.
Look, she made a mistake.
Were
okay?
you mean to your mom?
She's
I was in like my teen years.
I told you I headbutt my mom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
That's like next level. I was all hopped up on my ADD on speed. Let's call it what it is.
Sure, yeah.
It was speed. And my dad like broke us apart.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to do
Aaron's
that.
laughing at that one.
Well, because I took Accutane. Did we talk about that?
You did?
Yeah, did you?
No, but my friend did, and I loved the back where it said you would have an alien head baby. Like basically don't get pregnant on this.
Showed a crude drawing of the alien baby. Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah.
But I had like not violent, but like crazy mood swings. It was one of those where my parents had to sit me down and be like, are you okay?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, it was bootleg. It was my friend's.
Oh, my God.
Well, yeah, you never...
Accutane.
Yeah, but it was like prescription.
Oh, and you were taking your friend's prescription Accutane? But did they not need it
His
anymore?
skin cleared up. So he was like, hey, this worked for me. You should use it. And then it's cleared up my skin and destroyed my life.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, that's when I was fighting with my parents and finally they're like, what's wrong with you? And they found this bag of
Accutane.
acne medication.
Oh my God.
And it was like they'd found a bag of blow. What is this?
That's
like,
hilarious.
Yeah, they literally, that was like my drug intervention, was me just trying to have
Accutane?
Yes.
That's the most hilarious drug intervention.
That literally was the drug they found. Was me just trying to have like a good complexion.
Oh my God. Well, it's great now.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
I drink lots of water and I have sun damage.
I love it. Well, I can't tell from here, babe.
Thank you. That's the secret.
And you're so right about their fight in the kitchen because I wrote down Cindy is all caps acting and Brenda is being all caps a bitch. That's the note I wrote about that scene.
There's times when when I'm watching Brenda now and I see a scene that might seem unreasonable.
Yeah.
I have a little, like your angels are on this side and your devils on this side.
Yes.
I have a little Mitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pop up and be like, see, I was right.
Yeah.
About Brenda being psycho.
Yeah.
Because I think long term.
Look, Brenda, she's not without her flaws, okay? That's why I love her.
But in this one,
Who among us
doesn't pit our mothers against a coke addict mother?
Exactly.
With honestly, okay, well, I do want to talk about their house because I love her house.
Oh,
the coke den.
Oh, the coke den. Well, we're going back to the coke den now because Kelly gets locked out.
Back to the coke den.
And Jackie is passed out. Kelly has to crawl through the doggy door.
Which, who knew they had a dog?
Yeah, I have no idea. We have not seen a single dog on this show the entire time, but Kelly has a dog.
And I guarantee you the next time we see the dog, it will be a different breed.
Oh, it's going to be a different dog for sure. It'll be a cat next time. The dog's coming back as a cat.
Not a different breed, different species
different
altogether.
species. Kelly goes upstairs. Jackie is passed the fuck out. She's
cold.
like, Mom, blah, blah, blah. How could you do this? You need to go back to Timber Hills, the rehab that she keeps.
Is it a mall? Yeah. Timber Hill? It sounds like a shopping mall.
It does.
Like, get all your Christmas gifts, get all your Christmas shopping done at Timber Mills.
Yes. Oh, and the important thing is this is the day of the fashion show and Jackie is passed out and Kelly's like, Mom, you got
2 hours.
2 hours away.
Because she calls Nina.
Nina.
I'm surprised Nina even answers the phone. How do we know Nina's not unconscious?
Yeah, Nina is exactly.
Right? What has Nina been up to this entire time? Because she says, I can't believe you let her drink all day or whatever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I can't believe you let her drink all day.
And also, well, now that I know that they have a dog, how is this dog not like choking on blow vials?
Also, there's a doggy door. How is it not just leaving? Like, I'm out of here. Bye.
Right? If all that's keeping the house secure is that one deadbolt and all that Kelly has to do is crawl through a door.
That's what I'm like, this doesn't seem safe.
And what was the dog's name? I didn't even know.
Oh, I didn't even clock it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I was like, well, it won't be there next week.
No, it won't. I didn't want to get too attached,
Honestly, I think the dog had more screen time than
Donna.
Scott.
Oh, Scott.
Donna, how dare you? How dare you?
Well, speaking of Donna. We go to the Jackie does some coke in front of Kelly.
Oh, hardcore.
To wake up.
She does a little 10 a.m. rail. Who doesn't?
And Kelly's like, Mom, I thought you weren't using that anymore. And then she goes, Mom, I'm in high school.
I'm not in junior high anymore, Mom. You can't do blow.
Yeah. So then she does a little line to get herself up and at him. And they head to the fashion show where we meet Donna's mom, who I originally wrote down as Felice #1 because that's what her name ends up being. But I think her name was Nancy in this.
Yeah.
And
it's
she's
like,
a brunette.
Yes, but she has those spelling eyes.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
classic
She
spelling
really
eyes.
has those, like, which a proper spelling eye is a full circle that has been blunted with a dreary dash.
Yes.
So that you have that kind of like
Yes.
droopy dog.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, she does.
Yeah, and that's more like Aaron spelling has that. The father had that, and that's what Nancy has.
Oh, Nancy, soon to be Felice.
When is Nancy not just leaning against the wall? She's really just like.
Oh yeah, she has
the
no
whole time.
lines either. I don't think.
She does.
Oh, does she? What does she say?
It's like it's about time.
Oh yeah. It's very like.
Did you ever watch? Are you a Sex and the City?
I am. I didn't watch religiously, but I've watched, and I did not watch the reboot. I watched one episode.
So two things I realized. She's kind of a Kim Cattrall. Have you ever had a friend do a Kim Cattrall like impression?
Yes.
That's what Nancy's doing.
Oh yes.
She's like, they call it a blowjob.
Oh my god.
Because it's a lot of work. Like that's what Nancy sounds like.
Yes.
But then the other thing I noticed was that Jason Priestley is sort of the SJP.
Yeah.
Where it's like where she sits down with her stupid article. You know what I mean? Is giving a blowjob really a job? Bink. And then that's
He's so SJP.
every episode he's like, well, for my article, what? And then it's all framed through his like deadline.
The structure of the deadline.
But anyway, I'm a fan of Donna Mom #1.
I am, but I gotta say, I like Felice a little better.
Oh, have we met her mom
No.
already? Okay, yeah, then I don't know yet. I can't remember.
Well, we haven't gotten. This is Donna's mom #1.
Felice is the
next one. The next mom.
Color
of
Me
Donna's.
Bad mom.
Yes, the
Okay,
Color Me Bad mom.
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
She's a better actress.
But I've also heard that she's just a cunt, full cunt. Like later in the I was reading
actress.
Yeah, because I went down when I was like, this is not her mom. I go, did I just hear her name is Nancy? And then I looked it up on Reddit, and everyone was like, Felice is the real star of the show. She's just like an unwavering bitch, you know?
As a character.
As a character.
Oh,
yes.
I thought you were talking as a person.
No.
Yeah, no, her mom, Donna's mom is cold.
She's horrible.
Yeah, I remember really wanting an issue with my mom so that I could act like Donna.
Yes. Okay, so we are at the fashion show. Brenda starts warming up to Andrea, can we just talk about her makeover is she just puts on a dress.
Literally, that's it.
And they're like, you look amazing. And it's not even showing much skin. Like,
did you notice whose dress it is? It's the dress from the shoplifting episode.
Oh my
where
God.
she steals the crushed velvet thing.
Oh my God,
it's
it
that
was.
Dress, which is the same crushed red velvet dress as the first pilot episode of The Lonely Girl Who Throws the Party.
Yes.
This is the third time
Marianne.
we've seen this. It's Marianne's dress.
The wardrobe, because I've seen Steve wear a green shirt, a very loud green shirt, silk shirt twice now. Back-to-back episodes.
We hear you, Steve.
I know, but also I'm like, wardrobe clearly had budget constraints.
I think, who knew I don't think they knew if there was going to be a show the next week. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if they had.
They're on week to week.
Yeah, you don't have like budget consistency.
Okay, yeah, so Jim and Brandon, like what I love is Jim and Brandon get there and they see Andrea. They act like she's unrecognizable.
Oh, 100%.
And she literally looks the exact same.
Well, and this is what I don't like is that the father son, they're like horn dogging through the crowd.
Yes, they're checking out all the women.
He's like, there's lots of women here. He's like, yeah. It's like lots of beautiful women. He's like, yeah. Let's go find our seats before what? We accidentally engage sexually with one of them? Like what is going to happen?
Before Jim has an affair, although when the next episode comes, wouldn't blame him.
Literally, he's like, Brandon, isn't that girl you had over for dinner the other night?
Yes.
Like, no longer remembers her name, but now she's just an object.
She's just a hottie, even though she's done nothing different than what she normally
does. A hairbrush
does.
can change your life.
It's true.
She tries to take her glasses off, but Cindy won't let her.
Cindy's like, I like them. Cindy likes her the way she is.
No, because she knows Jim.
Oh, yeah. She's like, Jim's
out there. Jim's a wolf.
Jim's.
My husband's coming to this show.
Okay, so then we are in the fashion show, the runway portion. Donna and Nancy Martin are in swimsuits, which I love.
No one else is.
No one else is in a swimsuit.
But they look great. Donna's gold, all of it. I liked their look a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Donna's hair.
I liked Brenda's dress too, with the white, like flowy stuff.
Yes.
Cindy's red thing. Oof.
What
in the Christmas decoration nightmare?
It's a tree skirt.
It is a tree skirt.
She looks like I thought she would look like a Clue character.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like it was Mrs. Walsh.
Yes.
In the library.
Yes.
With the first pressed olive oil.
Yes, exactly.
With the fake oregano bottle.
Yes, exactly.
But they're all Jackie's clothes?
Yes, I think they're all Jackie's clothes. It's very convoluted what's happening with this fashion show.
I feel like they edited out. There was a scene cut of vital information that didn't make it through syndication, where they just laid some of these basic facts down. Like, who is Nina?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Who is Nina?
Or what happens to Nina? We never see her again.
We never see Nina again.
But the fashion show is the most poorly lit.
It's dark. It's literally in the dark.
So dark.
It's so badly lit.
And I'm like, they've been doing this for 15 years, but I'm like, and so I'm laughing. I'm like, why is it so bad? I'm like, oh yeah, the organizers blasted out on coke.
Oh,
of course, the light. You know what I
yes.
mean? Like, she's not in her right mind.
And she's not doing. She has a full meltdown on the runway.
So it's my recollection,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to incriminate myself, but it's like you do drugs and the high goes away.
Right.
It doesn't
escalate. Get more,
it's not like you snort a rail and then things just keep getting worse and worse and worse.
Right.
You kind of get high and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Jackie has a different
experience.
Yeah,
Jackie just gets more and more monster-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was this is some of my favorite acting ever.
Oh, so good.
Is watching someone, but did you notice the audience murmurs?
Oh, yeah.
That was my favorite. If you haven't watched this episode, put some headphones in.
The sound editing is so good.
Oh, she doesn't even know what's going on. Oh, she's completely out of it. She doesn't know she's already said that again. Like,
yes.
All the plot details that the whisper audiences are saying.
So good.
All of Kelly's inner thoughts.
I wish they would have been like, explained the fashion show rules a little more in that while we were doing it.
Brenda was supposed to ask her mom, but she didn't because Kelly's mom was too much of a star.
Exactly.
Yeah, they need to give us a little bit more of like.
They could give us context.
Well, some of, and the other thing is Andrea sort of has her moments, but there's no real climax to it.
No, she's just, to me, I would argue that the climax is back at the Walsh's house. So basically, Jackie has a breakdown. Kelly runs off.
My favorite thing about this, okay, so Jackie's high as shit.
Yeah.
Brenda's mom walked in on her doing
coke. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Jackie goes to the bathroom, doesn't even go to a stall to do the cocaine, just does it at the sink.
She does a real weak check to see if anyone's in the bathroom, right? She just kind of barely looks to see if there's any legs under, which any cokehead knows you have to knock on the doors and peek over.
Yes.
Because there could be some other addict in there, like, trying to do drugs in the stall. But you're right. She just does it out in the open in front of God and everybody. Yeah. And then Cindy walks in. And goes, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
And then who does Brenda want to immediately introduce her to outside the door? Jackie.
And Jackie is kind of a nightmare on cocaine.
No, she is. Again, she has the meltdown during the poorly lit fashion show.
And she's reading the cards. And my favorite thing is she's complaining about the lighting.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, can you get that light out of my face? And I'm like, Jackie, that's the only thing illuminating the whole show. We need that light. It's literally the only one on stage right now. But she blows it. And my favorite part about her is that the show isn't over. The fashion show is not over. But Kelly has left. Yeah. In a rage.
Yeah.
Brenda is running after her, and they have this whole tete-a-tete, come to Jesus moment about addict life, and you don't know, and they're friends, and I didn't understand it. Meanwhile, the show is still happening.
Oh yeah.
Like no one's saving Jackie. Like the house is still burning.
Yes.
No one has put it out yet. And they're just like, you know what? I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and Kelly does. She cries. This is one of our first. This is I would say our first like real trauma bond between the two.
And hands down to Jenny Garth, she really nailed that scene.
I thought she was great.
Great acting.
I thought it was really good. It was vulnerable, and it really I think brings them closer. And Brenda's like, I made a mistake. I didn't realize that you have, she's just here talking up her cokehead mom, not even realizing.
One of my Mitch moments was when Kelly admits, she's like, you don't know what it's like to live with an addict or whatever. And Brenda immediately makes it about herself. She goes, wow, you must think I'm a total idiot or something like that. It's not about you.
Yeah, no, Brenda's very self-centered. So then we go back to the Walshes, right?
Yes, we're back, and it's like, it's a sunny day. Somehow they've repaired their relation. The moms have, Carol and Brenda are friends again through fashion.
Yes, they're good. Mom, daughter. Well, it's still the night because Jackie has to come.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so we go back to the Walshes. The girls are there. Andrea, Brenda, and Kelly, and they're all just kind of catching up. Kelly's being very open about everything. Everyone knows that, the cat's out of the bag about her drunk, alcoholic, cokehead mom.
Yeah, suddenly she's real candid about it.
She is. And I love Cindy's like, my cousin's an alcoholic. It's nothing to feel ashamed about. Like, she's like, I can relate. I know someone in my secondary family.
Honestly, the reason I think it was because that was the first thing that made Carol Potter cool, or made Cindy cool. We're like, oh, wow, you have an addict in your family? Wow, maybe you are cool, Mrs. Walsh.
Yeah.
Brenda's like, wow, Mom, I actually do like you.
Yeah, Mom, you actually aren't the worst. Okay, but my favorite part of this scene is Kelly says to Andrea, she's like, Andrea says to Kelly, like, I always thought you were the most cool person without any problems or anything. And the fact that you had all this, I think you're the strongest person I've ever known. And then Kelly says back to her, can I tell you something? I never knew you were this pretty. Like, just to be like, I basically thought you were a troll until you put on this red crushed velvet dress.
Andrea gives her like an actual, like,
heartfelt.
I appreciate your moral fiber.
Yes.
And fucking Kelly sings back with, you're not as ugly as I thought you were. Literally the most shallow, like, response you could give.
And then who shows up at the door and is somehow totally sober? Jackie.
And looks, my other thing, everyone has changed.
Yeah.
No one's in their fashion clothes except for Jackie.
Except Jackie.
But
and
she does look good.
She looks great. She does not look like someone who, like, 30 minutes ago was having a major meltdown.
Major meltdown, which, I mean, cocaine is not my drug, thankfully.
Yeah.
I think I'm much more of a downer.
Yeah.
But there's one thing you can't do is blow in the midday and then show up at night like you didn't do cocaine all day. Like,
Yes.
She showed up responsible, clear-headed, witty.
Yes, witty.
Yeah.
Self-aware.
Also, of all the this, I thought, like, this is Cindy's moment.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of mother are you?
Yeah.
And like, she didn't do any of that. She just like let the coke addict in.
Yeah, she did. Well, I think she was trying to let them. She didn't want to get in the way. Cindy knows her place. I think she handled it well. Well, and then they have a little moment, Jackie and Cindy, and then Kelly comes out and Jackie, and she's like, Mom, you need to go to Timber Hills, the mall, But they have a chat. It seems like it's unresolved. Jackie leaves.
Yes.
And then Kelly goes home. She says, you can stay here for dinner, but you need to come home. And then Kelly goes home, and we hear the scary music again.
Yes.
And we think it's going to be...
Well, I mean, there's not a single light on in the house.
No,
they
there's
do
not.
really...
They really the misdirect here. And then you get up to Jackie's bedroom, which I did pull a couple pictures of Jackie's bedroom because I found it.
I'm obsessed with it.
What is this bedroom, you guys? There is a full kitchen.
There's a microwave.
There's a microwave. It looked like a mini fridge, a sink, and exercise equipment.
Yeah, there is a gym.
Yeah.
In the room. So did you notice on both sides of the bed what's there?
What?
Like there's a nightstand so you can do your cocaine.
Yeah.
But then on the other side of that, there's like a thing that has a phone on both sides. Did you notice that? There's like a fax machine phone. Built into the wall.
It's like a studio apartment.
Well, the whole thing does look like a mall, to be honest.
Yeah,
it looks like the Timber Mills food court.
Also, there's a staircase in it, too.
In the room. Correct, yes.
Like, there's so much going on in this fucking bedroom.
But it's so... it's very, maybe it's 80s, but it screams early 90s to me. The whole house, the edifice, all of it. But it also screams, that is what I thought Los Angeles looked like.
Oh, totally.
The house, the concrete, the white, weird, ugly mall railing in a house.
Oh, the mall railing.
You know what I mean? On the exterior.
Yep.
But it looks a lot like Steve Sanders' house. I know he's itching.
It does. They do. They have very similar houses. And I will say, we forgot to mention this, but David is just, at this fashion show, was just going in
the dressing room.
Trying to catch the girls dressing.
Well, the whole episode, he's like, see you in the dressing room, because his goal is to get Kelly while she's there. He's constantly trying to interview her, which again is not fully explained.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But there's not one moment where in the dressing room they're like, there's a man in the women's dressing room with a camera. Get out. That moment, that line is never said. They're like, oh, he's just cute and voyeuristic.
Yeah, voyeuristic. But then Kelly says she'll drive her mom, who's packing now, and her mom's like, I'm going to Timber Hills. And
They're
we're like,
having a
thank
sale.
God they're having a big sale on cocaine.
Yes.
But Kelly decides, she drives her mom. They're walking out. And for some reason, David knows where Kelly lives, which I thought was creepy.
And the mom doesn't say, like, this is Beverly Hills. You
Yeah.
don't just have people walking up to your house.
Yeah, he's just walking up there like in presumably a gated community,
Hopefully.
It's like their house is like on the top of a hill. It's
But she's literally packing, and then there's just this, like,
guy.
squirt.
You squirt is the
There's
better
this
way.
squid, and she just goes, hi.
Yeah.
And then lets him in her house.
Yes. She's like, yeah, go in.
She literally says, oh, Kelly will be right out or
Yeah.
something like that.
And Kelly doesn't even like David at this point. She thinks
Well,
he's annoying.
Flash forward
then-
5 seconds.
Yes. Then Kelly comes around on David because he gives her the tape from the fashion show so that people will not talk poorly about Jackie and Kelly.
And to be honest, they should have really captured that moment. They should have shown us what David captured on his camera. They should have showed us like Jackie
during the
being
credits.
mad.
I would have loved a super cut of it during the
Oh
credits.
yes,
Yeah.
like what David saw.
Yes,
through the eyes of
exactly.
David.
Yeah.
But yeah, he which shows his integrity. He could have totally extorted her.
Yes.
But she gives him a kiss on the cheek,
Yeah.
which if you're a high school kid, that is third base.
Well, and also, I just want to say, Kelly and David, once they're living together with Mel and Jackie, they're a little too close for
you.
comfort. With Donna, too. It's like no one's man is safe around Kelly.
Yeah, she gets into she has a real cutesy way of talking, right?
Yeah.
But the way they get weird, playful, flirty with each other,
Yes, it's weird.
very Brenda
It's
Brandon.
very Brandon, but without the security chastity belt of being related, so they could fuck at any time.
I wonder if they wanted that undertone. I mean, David is getting geekier and geekier.
Yeah.
I feel like the first few episodes he's cool.
Yeah.
He's just younger than they are.
Yeah.
But they're really giving him nerddom.
They're trying to figure it out, and we're watching them figure it out.
Was it this episode where Scott's like, I've created a monster?
I think that's the next one.
Okay,
the
yeah.
DJ one. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Scott gets just a couple more lines than Donna in this one, but it's so sad how they give him just these weird lines to just kind of whack out. I love his face.
I know.
It looks that's a mean thing to say, but I really want to get David Silverhair, what I've talked about, but I think I could more easily get to Scott hair.
Oh, Scott hair. I feel like you have similar texture. Like yours is straight. I feel.
Cancelable.
No.
I have hair that won't make it out of season 1. Is that what you mean? So this one had so many moments of cheesy
Yes.
scenes.
Melodrama.
That part where
Yes.
the Kelly and her mom have to have all these heart to hearts, and then
Yes.
Brenda and fucking Carol Potter have to have heart to hearts.
Yes.
And then for some reason Brandon's mixed in on all
Yes.
of it too.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a
and
heart-to-heart
I
with you,
love
dog.
Jackie, or not Jackie, Kelly calls Cindy at the end to be like, thank you. So then Cindy ends up looking like fucking mom of the year.
Yes. And that's the other, I like it because she kind of waves it in Brenda's face.
Yeah.
Oh, she was just calling to say how lucky
Yep.
you are to have me and all that. And even still, Brenda is begrudgingly
Oh, yeah.
apologizing.
Oh, yeah.
Begrudging, nice child. Like you're being very Brenda today, little dog.
Lammy's such a Brenda
You're
today.
such a Brenda season 1.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. What would you rate it? I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 Mega Burgers. There's cocaine. There's mom-daughter tension. There is an old school video camera. I'm here. There's fashion.
Does David show back up with the camcorder later? Do we see him getting more into that territory?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's always kind of his thing, that and the DJ stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this episode 5 Mega Burgers
Yeah.
because I love Jackie as a mom. She's
Yes.
a power actress.
Yes.
Donna had really good looks in this scene.
Yes, she did.
Lots of hair diversity.
Such good hair.
I love that we met her first mom, but we'll never see her again. So
We're
who
not going to
cares?
see Nancy again, but it's, God bless. I hope that woman booked another role. I don't think she did.
One of my favorite things is when any character pulls out cocaine and can't understand why someone else in the room has a problem with it. That's get off my back.
I know.
That's my favorite kind of acting.
I was just surprised that this was in 1990 on network television,
Oh.
and they're just flat out doing lines.
Did you ever watch Strangers with Candy?
A little bit, yeah.
It's my favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
And there's an episode where the mom is an alcoholic.
Oh my God.
And it's just like this episode.
Oh, I love it.
So if your fans out there, it mirrors it. But of course, that show is a parody of after school specials. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the real deal.
It really is. It really
all right,
is.
dog. I'm going to hang you upside
down.
down.
All right. Lammy's done. You guys, what did you think of this episode? Are you Team Jackie or Team Cindy? What mom do you want?
Oh, I'm Team Jackie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Jackie's the fun mom.
She's party. She'll come back. She fucks a dentist.
Yeah, she'll be back. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time on Glitter and Garbage.